Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new, my name is Michelle and we are watching Succession episode 7, well season 4 episode 7. Now, last episode the kids were complete and utter messes. Kendall was a bit of a pushy jackass and Kendall was a fire happy jackass and Shiv was just a ball of mommy and daddy problems. They all got problems. We haven't really seen much of Connor since his father died. We only know that he's dealing with the funeral arrangements, and he stopped his dad from being, put in a kilt for his funeral. Marcia wanted to put him in a kilt. That much we do know. So you know what, I'm just gonna get into this. I'm not really spend a lot of time talking about this because there really isn't much for me to say. Can't really think of anything that I didn't really cover in the recap of last episode. So you know what, grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever it is you like to do when you want your favorite reactions. Just get comfortable and let's get to
Rasmussen.
Hi. Hey, Tom.
Hi.
You can just put it there.
So this is just a little party prezi for being such a hot piece of ass and such a foxy little minx.
The scorpion. Because
it's funny.
Because
right.
I love you, but you kill me and I kill you.
Oh.
You know?
Okay, yeah, right.
What?
I get it.
Bash his head in with it.
I like it.
Y'all need to be over, but I feel like you're not ever going to be over, unfortunately.
This weekend, someone she felt pushed by her a little on the street. But there was a comment.
What?
All right, the guy had on a Ravenhead shirt. There was a quote on the shirt, and yeah, she felt it was racially tinged, and she's been upset. And now at school, some kids have started this whole anti-ATN thing, which is actually very supportive.
Telling me someone pushed our daughter
Pushed
or
by
whatever?
her. She was with
Like,
her friends.
where were you?
Where was I?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm not blaming you. I'm trying to get all the information. So
If
yeah,
you're gonna
where
call your
were you?
daughter. I was raising our daughter while you were fucking running a racist news organization.
Great. Fuck you. Come
no,
on.
Fuck me.
6 continents. Okay? I'm breaking my back, and it's all for them. Okay? To make the world safe.
Holy shit. The man he's actively, the man they're getting into power is fueling racial hate, and one of his supporters touched his child. And what more is there to say? You're backing a racist with a child. You have a child, a brown-skinned child, and you're backing a racist, and you're stoking that hate in the country. And she was touched by it. Wow. The show really went there, huh? Good for it. Good for the show for going there.
Thank you, sir. Good morning.
Is he gonna sext while he's...
Range of different options in order to drastically reduce costs and a very difficult decision to restructure the ATN operation internationally.
You mean fire a shit ton of people?
If you're on this call, this is confirmation that you are part of the unlucky group who are having their contract terminated with immediate effect on the grounds of staffing redundancy. I'm seeing some confusion in the chat. But yes, if I have been too wordy, yes, we are letting all of you go.
Wow. It's a cold world out there.
So we got a couple of extra names for the guest list.
Right.
Madsen is in fact coming now.
Ooh, because?
Because Dumb and Dumber are trying to spook the deal. Also, to push that agenda. They wanted to invite, and I didn't feel like I had a tactical way to say no. They want to invite Nate.
Sure. Nate.
Yeah.
That'd be good to see, Nate. What do I care?
Well, this is gonna go awful, and I can't wait. Hopefully their marriage ends. Come on, Nate. I used to not like Nate. You mostly found your character annoying, but I haven't been so excited to see Nate ever. And their marriage, Nate. Come on, Nate, come through.
Mekenstein called.
Okay, because the polling?
Yeah, well, their internals, even worse. Well, 3 or 4 states where Connor's 1% are throwing things, could be pivotal. So they've asked if I can convince him to drop out.
Kendall, have you called Sophie yet?
Fuck that guy, right?
Macon?
I think. O'Malley fucks, I think fuck him.
I guess. I mean, it's not bad for us to be tight with him in case things swing his way, right?
Yeah, fine.
Sophie? Sophie, have you called Sophie yet?
My guy Nate Cifarelli saw the polls this morning and moonwalked here. Our best to Gil and Jimenez. We watch history, we make history, and then one day we become it. I'd like to ask you all for a moment of silence, if we could, in memory.
Yes, that's in script, the moment of silence.
Hit Nate, Carly, Valerie first, but I
Yep.
need to keep an eye out for my brothers, and you've done this before, so just don't.
Be you.
Don't scream people are data and stick my dick in the guac.
Yeah, sure.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're about to purchase some of the most prized cultural assets and political communication channels in America, and any fucking enemies will portray you as some jerk-off coder from Gothenburg, okay?
I am a jerk off coder from Gothenburg. Grandma?
Hi, yeah, good to see you again. How are you?
Oh, God, this poor woman.
Oh, who cares?
Collecting his
Who
blood.
cares? Yeah. Charming.
I'm sorry. It's more Andreas.
You don't have to apologize, Ebba. It's just information you're sharing, so. So I have a number 2 who's moonbeamed on edibles and a communication officer who's terrified of communicating.
Oh, brilliant.
I don't know what to make of these Swedish people. Other than what Kendall said. European.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Brother. Been a minute.
Oh, that's right. They did work together,
Listen,
right? In, was it China? I forgot where they worked together.
Look, dude, I'm just gonna give you my rap straight. Okay? Is that okay? I think we could be really good for you guys. Major reset of the dialogue, which I am personally invested in. But that only happens if this deal goes away. You guys come out for regulation pretty soon, and we give you a better ride in the first 100 days.
Man, I forgot how eager you were to get laid at a party.
Absolutely.
Fucking Greg.
Yes, that is
Swedish
yes.
friends.
Sleeping Greg.
Nice to see you. Yo.
Fucking dingleberry.
Dude, I'm on a charm offensive here. Can you be kind? Would you like to join us?
Would you like to fuck off?
I like this beard.
But I can't because she's created and fostered this situation in which I find it very difficult to do what I want. I'm not saying you've done it on purpose, but it is quite interesting.
Who told you to send that girl blood, huh? Who told you to harass her? You did that, not her.
All right, allihopa. Guys, gather around. This guy is about to fire my senior comms.
No hard
The
feelings.
jokes are funny. The jokes are very funny.
Ebba, come on.
Push him
You know what,
downstairs,
Lucas?
Ebba.
I wish you would fire me.
Ebba! Ebba! Ebba!
Ebba needs to shove Matson off a bleeping cliff. Oh god, and here comes these two ghouls.
I'll be out in February anyways. So.
Really? That's a shame.
And is that because of the sending you of, you know, whatnots?
India.
India, right. And I feel like I know this, but what are the details here with that?
The details? Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you all the details.
Now, what he do in India? Shiv, are you hitching your wagon to a very... I mean, we already knew his wagon was weird, but what's the skeletons in Matson's closets other than harassing his employee with blood?
Well, we have
Yes.
there's a little issue that we're looking into with subscriber numbers being bullshit. Well, maybe we discovered a metrics error that has overstated our subs in India by quite a, like, if there were 2 Indias, it would make sense.
India?
It's gonna get out eventually.
Well, or we buy Waystar and it gets lost in the deal dazzle.
SEC, DOJ, is this even legal?
You can fix it though, right?
You better make her CEO then.
Yeah, sure. I'll just build another fucking India.
Love that. Build another India. My girl.
That's my girl. Shiv, you better hold that man's feet to the mother bleeping fire.
Hey.
Oh no,
Jerry?
stay away from her. Stay away from her.
The martini. Can we chat about stuff? I have some thoughts. I might need your advice.
No.
The firing you thing, that wasn't real.
No.
No. No, it was like in the heat of the, you know?
No. And if I ever get a whiff of anything undermining my narrative any time in the next 5 years, I will sue and I will go public with as many. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, absolutely. It's been a pleasure working with you, Jerry. Thanks.
I could have got you there. But no.
A little respect goes a long way, you little asswipe. But no, respect ain't built in any y'all natures.
Hey, come on, can we settle this now?
Everyone is quite freaked out about this political firebombing in Arizona.
Oh yeah, the pop-pops in Phoenix, the waste paper basket. Come on, man, eat the fucking carrot, okay? Everyone in this room thinks you're a fucking joke. So tell your wife to shut the fuck up, cover her shoulders, and pack a fucking bag for Oman, okay?
Well, he clearly took out the Jerry thing onto Connor and Willow.
What's wrong with you?
You know, I just really do need to get some sleep. I really do. I'm sorry. Can we just leave it there?
You're
please?
tired. I
Okay.
get it. You keep on fucking saying, so yeah, you're tired.
Okay, I'm tired. Let's leave
Fucking
it there.
telling everyone.
At this party here, there are maybe 40 of the most important people in America, and you telling them all that I'm going to get fired.
No, it was implied, lightly, as a little part of a tactical kind of joke. I am in serious trouble. That was a play.
You will be okay because you are a tough fucking bitch who will always survive because you do what you need. Should we have a real conversation?
No.
With a scorpion?
That was
No.
a friendly thing.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
a friendly
sure.
thing.
You're real friendly.
Can be a very selfish person, and I think you find it very hard to think about me. And I think you shouldn't have even married me.
Yes!
My dad was dying. What was I supposed to say?
Perhaps no?
I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for that.
You were only with me to get to power. Well, you got it now, Tom. You've got it.
I'm with you because I love you.
Bullshit. You betrayed me.
You were going to see me get sent to fucking prison.
Yeah, you were sad he didn't go to prison, Shiv.
And you won't have my baby because you never even thought, honestly, you'd be with me more than like 4 fucking years.
You offered to go to jail, Tom. You offered because you're servile.
Yeah, that's why you married him.
Not anybody other than yourself, because your sense of who you are, Shiv, is that fucking thin.
Oh, yeah? You read that in a book, Tom?
You're too fucking transparent to find in a book.
Oh, shit.
Incapable of love. And I think you are maybe not a good person to have children.
Well, that's not very nice to say, is it?
You have hurt me more than you can possibly imagine.
And you took away the last 6 months I could have had with my dad.
It's not my fault that you didn't get his approval. I have given you endless approval, and it doesn't fill you up because you're broken.
You don't deserve me, and you never did.
Holy hell. You know, they're both right and they're both wrong. This entire conversation pretty much reminded me of the first 3 seasons, because I must have forgot when season 4 started. Shiv was awful to Tom for like 3 seasons straight. Granted, Tom was always with her for the power, but she has been awful to the man. They're both awful to each other. I have so many thoughts about those two. And you could book it from season 1. I didn't think they should have gotten married. That was insanity. Insanity. But I loved it. I loved the blow up. I knew it was coming. I had a feeling it was coming. Like, y'all are burying your problems in sex. That is never going to go well. But holy shit, I did not think they were going to rip the band-aid off this marriage. I'm glad they did. Granted, I feel like I can distinctly remember certain scenes, like at the dinner. I remember saying that dinner with Pierce, where she like tries to box her dad in. I distinctly remember Tom trying to like communicate to her, and then she tried to shut him down, and then he's like, you know what, fine, whatever I feel doesn't matter. And he kind of reassured her. It's so interesting how post season 3 I've been like, screw Tom, and I agree, screw Tom, he's foul for what he's done, but for the majority of the marriage he hasn't been the asshole. Yes, he definitely wanted her for her power, and I did distinctly say there's a trade-off. You're gonna get treated like shit, and you can't just continually cry about getting treated like shit when you're with her for ulterior motives. You're getting what the ulterior motives are. You're slowly getting your way there. You're working your way up, but getting treated like shit may just be part of the package. With that being said, Shiv, I will never forget when she hit him with that open marriage. Are you kidding me, ma'am? Like, I will never forget. That shit was wild. How do you hit somebody with open marriage after, like, on the wedding night? Like, who does that? Who does that? That is insane. Can you imagine you're married, you're in your home bedroom, and your spouse starts giving you the same spiel that Shiv gave? Would you not look for an annulment right then and there? But Tom didn't, because he wanted the wealth, he wanted the power, he wanted the access, which is why the annulment didn't happen. But it's still wild. I think 2 things can be true. I think 1, he can be hurt by everything that she said, and 2, stick with it because she's access. With that being said, I distinctly always felt myself when I can't remember every scene or every happenstance, but I do remember how I have felt towards this relationship, and I always felt like Shiv was a master gaslighter. Had sex with that dude with Willa, and then praised Tom after the fact. Like, there have been so many things that and not to mention she was cheating on Tom prior to the marriage. It's just so many things that Shiv has done where I'm like, it's this person, if they weren't with you for ulterior motives, would have walked away. So that in and of itself means you weren't perfect throughout this marriage. Secondly, on Tom's end, I'm like, Tom, you would have walked away if she didn't have what you want. It's like both individuals have made their bed, and now that baby that's inside Shiv is gonna have to lay in it, and it's just unfortunate for both parties. And I'm like, well, they're gonna have a child that most likely hates them, and I'm like, you can't blame the child for hating them. God knows. I mean, that blow up, I mean, everything they were saying, I'm like, Tom's not wrong. There's so many instances where it's like, Tom is twisting, and I'm like, I can't disagree with about 80% of what he's saying. But on the flip side, it's like, you chose this. Every morning, every day, you woke up and you chose it, because behind door Shiv was access, was wealth. He all but said it to Shiv in the previous episode. It's like, you want to live in a trailer park with me? Would you do it? Would you throw away all your stuff to go live in a trailer park? It's like he finally made it clear that money is part of it. It's a huge part of it. Do I think he loves Shiv? Yes. My yes sounded so unsure, but I do. But do I think if he met Shiv in a trailer park, let's just say he meets Shiv in college, let's create an alternate universe in a little AU. If Tom met Shiv in college and she was broke down, when I say broke down, I mean broke down, ain't got nothing, lives in her car type college vibes, and then there was, let's just say there was 2 girls named Shiv in class. One was rich and he liked her, maybe even loved her, cared about her, but not as much as broke Shiv. He was in love with broke Shiv. Broke Shiv was his one true love. Who do I think he'd choose? The rich Shiv that he likes, can tolerate, but's not in love with, or the Shiv who his heart belongs to, his heart beats, sun and moon, angel, best sex of his life, every little thing except for money, except for access. Who do I think Tom is going to choose? He's going to choose rich Shiv that he likes, that he cares about, but is not in love with. And that to me kind of wraps up everything I feel about Tom. Like, you made a choice. Being with Shiv is a choice. You know how some people are like, I'm so in love with you, it's not even a choice. It's just is. My love for you simply is. Me being with you is simply, it just simply is. For Tom, I don't think that's it. For Tom, I think it's a choice to stay with Shiv. Otherwise, he probably would have left. If a broke lady treated Tom like that, he ain't staying. If Shiv did everything, if a woman who had no money did everything to him that Shiv did, he's not staying. That's why I'm like, Tom, I think I said it when the whole prison arc came up. I'm like, she's frustrated. I think Tom kept bringing it up because he wanted to know Shiv cared about him. At the same time, I'm like, Tom, you can't keep bitching over and over for the attention and the love for a woman who tolerates you, who doesn't think anything of you, who's only with you because she views you as weak and servile. Like, that when Shiv says, I think you're servile, I'm like, that's a huge reason as to why you married him. I mean, she said you proposed to me when, I was at my lowest, and she was right in saying that. Like, a wrong time to ask her to marry him, absolutely wrong time, and I completely agree. But with that being said, I'm like, but Tom, but Shiv, you could have said no later on in the aftermath, because she's like, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. But I'm like, you have callously hurt this man's feelings so many times. Like, you've hurt his feelings. He's looked you in the eye and said, this hurts. And it's like, I don't know. It's like sometimes you don't mind hurting him, other times you do, and it's all a crapshoot. It's whatever you feel like. It's whatever's convenient for you. In this moment, it's convenient to hurt you. In this moment, it's not convenient to me to like hurt you. It really just depends on how she feels. Like one day I care about not hurting Tom, the other day I care about hurting Tom. It's you know. But to me, throughout the show, I mean, there have been times where she's like patted him on the back, wanted to use sex, that whole threesome thing on the boat in season 2 finale where Tom didn't want that, but Shiv did. I just think this marriage is a mess from the top to the bottom. There is nothing salvageable in this marriage, in my opinion, and it never was. It was always going to divulge into this, and unfortunately, she's pregnant, and I don't know where the hell these two go from here, but wrap it up, honey. It's one and done. And I don't know. I don't know what to do about this damn baby situation. Shiv, you should have thrown yourself down the stairs when you had the chance. You should have never tried to like get pregnant after what your mother said, but I get it. She was in the heat of the moment, but that also shows to me she doesn't understand the importance that you don't just have a child. But I guess that's a reflection of her parents. I don't know. It's just a mess, honey. It's a mess. That's all I can come with. And good on Jerry for cutting Roman off like that. Like, thank you, Roman. I mean, thank you, Jerry. When she turned her body towards him, I've been turning like, oh no, she's like opening up. Like, you know how they say when you have a conversation, when you're opening yourself up to that person, you like turn your body towards them and you give them your attention. And I'm glad, like when I saw them, I'm like, oh God, Jerry, please do not forgive him. And then she doesn't. And I'm like, I am so glad Jerry like stood her ground. And it's like, I want my money. You try to jam me up in any way, shape, or form, I will come after you. Like, good on you, Jerry. Walk away. And this whole Matsson thing, this Swede, I'm tired of him going after Ebba, whatever her name is. Like, no one told you to start sending that woman blood. What did he say? Half a liter? Constantly? At one point it was a joke, and then it stopped being a joke, and then it became a joke, and then it stopped being a joke. No one told you to harass that woman, and now you're blaming her for harassing. That man needs to go. Pack the Swede up. Pack the Swede up. The Swede needs to be packed up. I don't know what happens after he gets packed up, but I need the Swede to get packed up. But something tells me the Swede ain't gonna be packed up because he's so tied in with this deal that apparently he's fudging his numbers on some Spotify shit. The man's got payola. Like, he's fudging his numbers on some payola shit. Like, sir. Which I'm not surprised. I fully believe a lot of these networks all lie about the numbers, or they have like streaming farms, or they just have a whole bunch of phones hooked up streaming shit day in and day out. It's like nothing is believable anymore. You can't believe nothing anymore, huh? Matsson's gotta go. And Shiv like hitched her wagon to that lying little bitch. That's a mess. They're all a mess. Everyone's a mess. No one's normal. I don't know who to root for. Who do I root for? I don't think this is a show where I can root for anybody. And I still keep searching. And Connor and Willa, at least they walked out when Roman started going in on Willa. At least. Like, thank you. Oh, and Roman is about to give the speech. Honey, whenever the funeral episode happens, I know I'm either gonna laugh or I'm either gonna cry. I don't know what the hell Roman's about to do when he gives that daddy speech, but it's gonna be messy too. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you like to, you can leave a comment below, drop a like, and I will see you all for the next episode. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.